Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
I don't drive anywhere else in Fargo to where the potholes are this bad, to where it would cause a wheel bearing on my car to go out.
A Fargo woman says enough is enough, especially after she and her friend had to get their cars repaired because of potholes. She's tired of driving over and around potholes in her South Fargo neighborhood. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. That woman, along with others, called our whistleblower hotline asking for help. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop spoke with the woman and also asked the owners of the Buena Vista trailer park what they plan to do.
It's not the smoothest ride when driving through Buena Vista Mobile Home Court.
Swerving constantly, trying to angle your tires just right to where you don't bottom out.
Samantha Martinson says for the past 3 years, the roads have been covered in potholes. Other people are fed up with it too, but feared speaking out. When we drove around, we found one so deep that it had an orange street cone in it.
It's, especially when it rains, it's hard to tell how deep they are because they fill up with water so badly that if you drive through one, your tire is, you're gonna hear the clunk. It's pretty bad.
Potholes like this one are just as big as me. And Samantha admits that the property owners do fix them temporarily with some gravel, but she wants to see a permanent fix.
They don't do anything about the roads. They fill them with gravel or sand, and as soon as it rains, it's washed out again.
The mobile home park is ran by Equity Lifestyle Properties. They run properties all across the country. Samantha says she has made complaints to the local office several times, along with the national office in Chicago. We asked the local office if they're going to fix the potholes, and the community manager, Leslie Reichman, did not want to appear on camera, but said they have a vendor coming to fix them and can only do so much. We asked Reichman if she was aware of the pothole with the cone in it, and she said no. The roads are considered private property, therefore the city of Fargo is not responsible for maintenance. A city engineer says they could come in and fix the road if they were working on a project nearby. And the landowner agrees to have the costs special assessed. In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
If you have a pothole in your area and your street is not a private drive, you can report them to your city. For Fargo, they ask you to report them using the Fargo One app. In Moorhead, you can report a pothole by using the city website. And in West Fargo, simply call the Public Works Department. But come July, West Fargo will be rolling out an app that will allow you to report potholes by just taking a picture of them. This story tip came to us from our whistleblower hotline. So if you need help with an issue in your community, call 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Police are trying to track down a suspect involved in a forced burglary early this morning in South Moorhead, which led to an hour-long search of a neighborhood on the Fargo side. The whole thing started around 2 a.m. in Moorhead when police were chasing a car believed to be involved in an attempted burglary. The chase went into Fargo and police found the car abandoned in the 1400 block of 8th Street South. Police had intersections blocked off along University Drive, but they did not find the person they were looking for. Investigators are trying to determine if the suspect and the victims know each other. The shooting death of a Fargo police officer shook our local law enforcement community to the core. It's a risk only the Blue Line family can truly understand, and they turn to each other to cope with the loss of Officer Jason Moszer.
We know what things that they encounter every day, but when something like this happens, just like that, your whole life can just turn upside down.
Tonight on Valley News Live, 10 at 10, what moved our local police officers' wives to create a group to support each other and how it has already proven crucial in the healing process for Officer Jason Moszer. The best descriptions for today, windy and cold, and some of us might have to cover up our flowers overnight. Let's find out more from Hutch Johnson in First Weather. Hutch?
Thanks so much, Andrea. Indeed, the cloud cover has been pretty persistent across the valley today. The gusty winds from the west and northwest also have exceeded 30 miles per hour throughout the day. Temperatures peaked only in the mid-40s, that coldest chunk of air coming at us from our northwestern counties. Devil's Lake at 46, 57 in Fargo, the peak temperature. Wind gusts presently over 20 miles per hour across a good swath of the Red River Valley and the James River Valley. A little bit quieter wind speeds across the wooded country of western Minnesota. The radar looks pretty quiet. Up in Canada, there are a few showers, but It's that frost. That's right. We have a frost advisory for the Devil's Lake Basin that goes all the way south down towards the Carrington area, out in Roseau, Argyle, as well as the Badette areas. A chance for some frost. Cover up those plants. Bring your tomatoes in. It's going to get chilly tonight. Now, this evening, if you're out and about, just bundle up. The winds will be strong enough and persistent enough that it'll feel pretty chilly all evening long. We will dip into the 40s already by bedtime tonight, Andrea. And it looks like that frost potential will, well, it'll dive south over the next couple of days. We'll tell you what we're expecting here in a couple of minutes.
So keep the blankets and the jackets handy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, thanks, Hutch. It's a proud day for Bison Nation as former NDSU quarterback Carson Wentz is officially an Eagle. Wentz is the first top 5 pick to sign this year. Reports say Wentz's deal will be worth around $26.7 million, with a signing bonus around $17.6 million. All deals for the first-round picks are for 4 years and also include a 5th-year team option. The Eagles' rookie camp kicks off Friday and runs through Sunday. We all know Donald Trump likes to win, but winning over Republicans in Congress may be his biggest battle yet. The presumptive GOP presidential nominee met with Republicans on Capitol Hill today. It was the first official meeting between Trump and House Speaker Paul Ryan. The speaker said he found Trump to be a warm and genuine person. Ryan said the next step with Trump will be more policy discussions and a solid plan to unify the Republican Party. But is that really possible? North Dakota Congressman Kevin Cramer thinks so, and he has not always been on what he calls the Trump train.
Donald Trump's ability to persuade has been underestimated by every opponent that's taken him on, and I believe it's going to be underestimated by Hillary Clinton as well.
When it comes to Democrats, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi said this morning she thinks Republicans in Congress need to shift the debate away from Donald Trump and to a place worthy of the office of the President of the United States. And don't forget Bernie Sanders' visit to Fargo tomorrow. He's hosting a rally at the Ramada Plaza Suites Convention Center in South Fargo. Doors open at 11 in the morning. The event is free and open to the public, and if you can't make it, we'll be live streaming the event, so be sure to stick with valleynewslive.com. Valley City is looking for a new mayor. Bob Workhoven says he's leaving the position due to health issues. Earlier this year, 4 city employees filed a grievance against Workhoven for creating a hostile work environment. Workhoven tells NewsDakota.com that he denies those claims and says they are not related to his resignation. Hundreds of thousands of anglers are getting millions of dollars of boats and fishing equipment ready to hit the water for one of Minnesota's biggest events. The fishing opener is Saturday. However, as Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us, you don't really need to spend much money for a fun family outing.
Many of 500,000 die-hard anglers expected on Minnesota Lake Saturday are already on the road. But for many folks, our forecast of cold, windy weather this weekend may make it one for the birds. However, you can start planning your very affordable family fishing trip now. There are lakes and streams all over our viewing area. And here's the best part. In Minnesota and North Dakota, kids 15 and under don't need a license. You will need some equipment, but even that doesn't have to be spendy to rustle up a meal of crappie.
Start with, you're going to need a rod and a reel. This one is a little more high-tech than normal, being a spinning rod. You can go to Walmart and buy a $15 Zebco, and you've got everything you need. They come in a kit. They even have hooks and sinkers and bobbers and so on.
You'll also need some bait that you can probably get right from your yard. And here's the best part. This time of year, most kinds of fish are close to the shoreline.
2 weeks ago, fishing right off the docks, a guy we know real well, his name is Joe Kressel with his son Hunter. They limited out on crappie and bluegill in about 15, 25 minutes.
So if you're looking for what can be a very inexpensive and fun summer-long activity for your family, the rivers, streams, and lakes of North Dakota and Minnesota are just waiting for you. On Maple Lake near Mentor, Minnesota, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
The Minnesota DNR estimates fishing creates 43,000 jobs and $2.8 billion in retail spending. The Red River Zoo in Fargo is looking for a new executive director. Lisa Tate says she's leaving this summer to be closer to her parents in Montana. Under Tate's leadership, the zoo in South Fargo has built new exhibits and increased funding and attendance. Zoo officials hope to have a replacement hired by late July. We've heard the message over and over. Buckle up. Today, students at Fargo South are hearing it again, only this time it's very personal. Krista and Kendra Slaybaugh are North Dakota's pop country duo Tiger Lily. In addition to the usual themes of their music, they're also singing about the power of seatbelts. It's something they know firsthand. Krista was involved in a nasty crash in December. Not only could it have derailed their careers, it could have been deadly. This is the latest effort on the part of state and local officials to bring home to young people the message about the importance of seatbelt use. Someone who bought a lottery ticket in Hawley, Minnesota, hit the jackpot. A North Star cash ticket worth over $31,000 was sold at Kirk's Superstop yesterday. The winning North Star cash numbers were 5, 7, 12, 20, and 24. If you have the winning numbers, you have 1 year to claim the prize. The winner is encouraged to sign the back of the ticket and call the lottery's communications office to make arrangements to get that prize.